So I have a paid community. You can find it in the link down below in the bio. It's called the School of Life. And a lot of the time I get students that, newly join and they're interested in manifestation and how to attract what they want in life. And one of the most asked questions that I get is, Luke, why does the law of attraction not work for me? What am I doing wrong? What is it about what I'm doing that makes it not work for me? But everyone else talks about how amazing the law of attraction is. Why is it not working for me? Now, I'm going to be walking you through exactly why the law of attraction potentially isn't working as quickly as you would like it to work, right? So you're trying the meditations, you're trying the visualizations, you're trying affirmations, whatever else it is you've tried to attract the things that you want in life. There's a reason why it's blocked, okay? You got to think of it like this, right? It's almost like your subconscious brain is a torpedo. And if you set it a destination, if you close your eyes and you visualize what you want in your life, I used to do this all of the time. Last year I was living with my parents on a council estate, so kind of like the ghetto for the Americans. And I was in this room, it was a single bedroom, and it was like a prison cell. It was so fucking small, like it was ridiculous. It was like the size of my bathroom now is the same size as the bedroom. It was really fucking small. Anyway, really small bed, small room, little wardrobe, that was my room. And I used to wake up in this little brokey council estate prison cell room, and I used to close my eyes, and I used to imagine who I could be, the kind of life that I could live. I used to imagine just a measly £5,000 in the bank account. That's all I wanted. I would have been happy with 5k in the bank. If I have 5k in the bank now, I feel kind of poor. Like, I need to get back to work, bro. I've been watching Netflix too long. But I used to wake up and just visualize 5k in the bank every single day. I used to do it before I went to sleep, because when you wake up and before you go to sleep, your subconscious mind is more open. It's more susceptible to taking in new information, and it's easier to rewire it. So that was a massive, massive thing for me. I was like, I just want that. I'd feel rich if I had 5k. I could buy all the clothes that I wanted without really having to worry. I could pay my bills. I could do what I needed to do. I'd be living life. I'd be enjoying it. And that was my main goal for so long, every single day, even though I'd be waking up and I'd be surrounded by people literally shooting each other. And that's not an over-exaggeration, like literally shooting each other. You could hear it, you could see it in the news, you could see the guy walking around the next day with a fucking, cane, his legs fucked. Bro, the street is ridiculous. But people riding out the windows, shooting fireworks at each other out of the windows, not like drive-bys out the window with fireworks. Like, what the fuck is this shit? So I was surrounded by just lost people, right? Brokiness, scarce-minded people, robbing each other, all this shit. And even with those circumstances, I used the power of my mind and the power of imagination to take myself elsewhere, to transcend this physical reality and imagine something better on a different realm of thought. And you can do the exact same thing. It's very powerful what you can do with energy. Mental energy, physical energy, and emotional energy. So I imagined what I wanted, which was the 5k in the bank. I also imagined and I attached an emotion to what would that feel like if I opened my bank account and I had £5,000 in the bank. What would that feel like? Pretty cool, right? So I'd imagine what emotions I'd feel. I'd feel it in the present moment. And then I get physical energy by getting up and actually doing the actions that I thought at the time were going to get me closer to my goals. Remember, it's not about being perfect. Imperfect action is better than nothing at all. Doing something, even if it's wrong, is still a win. It's still progress because you're learning, as cliche as it sounds. But it's like a torpedo. I'll come back to that analogy, right? It's a torpedo, your subconscious mind, you set a destination, £5,000 in the bank. The torpedo just goes towards it. It just sets off towards that goal. Now, the torpedo might not know the path towards that destination just yet. What it does is it just goes down any path. It sees where that path takes it. If it's the right way, it continues to go. If it's not, it learns from its mistakes, which is an analogy for your subconscious brain here, right? I hope you're following along. And it just corrects the course as it goes along. It doesn't sit there stationary waiting for the perfect path to unveil because it doesn't know yet. It just goes. And if it went the wrong way, cool, we'll come back a little bit, go down that way, come back, go down that way, until it finds the right one. There's no such thing as failure, making mistakes. That's all bullshit. It's all just progress closer, one step closer every single time towards the overall main goal that you want. Doesn't matter how long you take, doesn't matter how many mistakes you make along the way, the goal will still feel the same. Trust me, I've made a lot of mistakes. It took me, a good year and a half, I'd say. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty fast. Like a fall from when I started to now in my own apartment that I paid for up front 6 months in advance, beautiful girlfriend, amazing house, infinite money from 6 different income streams and 2 companies. That's pretty good progress, a year and a half from nothing, no entrepreneurial experience, dropping out of college to now where I am today, right? It's pretty sick. And I can teach you how to do it very, very quickly, just like me, because we're young. I'm 22. We don't want to wait until we're 40 and our dicks don't work no more. We want to enjoy the money now. So I can teach you how to do that as quickly as humanly possible with the knowledge down below in my School of Life for a little over $3 a day, $99 a month, right? What else are you going to spend $99 on? Shoes, takeaway, bullshit, right? If you invest it into yourself for once, you can put it into something that's actually going to give you a return on your investment. Pizza feels nice in the moment, it's gone. You've still wasted that money. Shoes, cool, they last a good amount of time, but they're not really giving you anything other than just something to wear on your feet. You don't really have to be spending that much money on fucking shoes if you do not have your finances in check right now. $99 on My Pay Community will change your life, absolutely. We've got a 100% success rate. Every single student that joins changes their life in one way or another. We teach everything from bedroom skills, to mindset, to health, to making money, to financial literacy, to tax efficiency. Everything's covered. We got it all. Go and join. We'll look forward to welcoming you inside. But back to the point, there's no such thing as failure. There's no such thing as mistakes. The torpedo goes down the path. It corrects the course as it goes along with imperfect action, being better than nothing at all. And before you know it, it gets there. When I hit eventually, 1 second, bro, I'm matrix attack, spitting too many facts. When I eventually hit $5,000 in the bank, I remember it. I started a certain business, which I'm not going to reveal to you here. I have multiple different businesses and I reveal all of them in my school and the students know which one I'm talking about. But I started this in particular business and I made my first 10 grand from it actually. But it came in separate payments, a 2K payment first and another 2K, etc., etc. So I had the 5K in the bank, which I've been visualizing all this time for over a year, right? And I finally got it. All the mistakes I made, all the wrong paths that I took, all the times I procrastinated or didn't act upon an idea that I had in my mind, doesn't matter. All of the mistakes are in the past. I don't even remember half of the fucking mistakes I made. I don't remember any of them because now I'm just living my life in the present moment, okay? So any mistake you make, whether it's stuttering on camera, whether it's not doing the right thing in business, not getting that close on the sale call, whatever, it doesn't matter, bro. Crack on, learn from it and go again. Boom, simple as that. Correct the course as you go along. Reality is the best teacher. You have to do something, learn from it, correct the course, you're 1 step closer, do something again, learn from it. Before you know it, you hit the goal. Cool, you got $5,000 in the bank. It still feels the same, whether it takes a year or 10 years, when you finally achieve that new experience that your human mind and your physical nervous system is not used to. It will still be exciting and amazing and nice, so don't worry about it. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? But the one thing that stops most people from manifesting this life and all these visualizations and these dreams that they have is 2 things, actually. Number 1 is pure physical action. So I'm just going to get that out of the way very quickly. It's not really too much of a topic to dwell upon, but it's like people will sit there and say, I'm manifesting money, I'm visualizing money. And then they just sit and do nothing all day and play video games and watch porn. It's like, well, obviously you're not on the vibration that's attracting that money if you're doing low vibrational activities. You're not even trying. You have to try. You have to show to the universe that you are worthy and that you want it. And you also have to show that you're grateful for what you've already got. Too many people are sat there saying, oh, fucking hate my life's shit. How do you expect to get more? How do you expect the universe to give you more blessings and more things if you're not even grateful for what you've already been given? You're alive, you're breathing, you're healthy, and that's all that matters. As long as you have those things, you can do anything in this world, but you're not even grateful for that. So you expect to make 10 grand a month, more than doctors, and you're not even grateful for the fact that you can breathe and wake up every day? Sort yourself out, right? But the second point is ego. So we talk about vibrations, and we get really in depth with this topic inside of the school, but vibrational frequencies, the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of polarity, the laws of the universe as a whole. I've got a full audio book linked in my School of Life that all the students can have access to. It's 6 hours long and it teaches every single one of the laws of the universe and it teaches you how to master them in your personal life. Fucking incredible book. And I've linked that in the school. But what happens is you're on a certain vibration. Your thoughts, emotions, actions, the way you perceive yourself and the world around you, the way you shake hands, the way you walk, talk, see the world, everything. The person that you are is attracting the life that you have. So if you want a new life, it's not about necessarily what you do, it's about who you are. And who you are naturally changes what you do, and what you do naturally changes what you have in the reality around you, okay? It's all a cycle. The thought in the brain influences your body language and your physical actions. The physical actions thread the needle through in the physical world, and then they bring you the physical external results. That's how the world works, okay? So vibrational frequencies, you're down here, and you're trying to get to this one up here, okay? You're making money from a normal 9-to-5 job. You got to clock in and say, hello, boss, to your fucking boss every morning, right? This is shit, you don't want to do this, you're a slave. You understand, okay, this is shit. So you start to visualize yourself making 10 grand a month, which is a higher vibrational frequency. It's a different level of energy than you're currently operating on. Because if you were already the man that was deserving of £10,000 per month coming into your bank account, then you'd already be making it. The universe is very rewarding like that. It's not a game, you know what I mean? Like if you were already the man, you'll just naturally have those things. So you're down here, you want to get up here. How do we higher our vibration and take ourselves from one level to the next to naturally just attract the things that we want? Because I find now in my life that winning is very, very easy. I don't even have to think. I don't really have to try. I just win at everything because of the man that I am and because of the vibration that I'm operating from. Do you understand? So it's about becoming a new person. So first things first, we have two main things here that I want to talk to you about that you need to note down. You need to remember this. If you forget this after you've watched this video, you will never get anywhere, okay? Number one is your day-to-day habits. So the thoughts that you think, that's number one. Pay attention to them. Be aware. It's all about self-analysis, right? What thoughts do you think on a daily basis? Are they negative, positive, self-deprecating, self-serving? What are they? Do they give you power? Do they make you feel confident? When you see a girl in the gym and you look at her and she's 10 out of 10 attractive and you think, yeah, I should probably go and talk to her and introduce myself because I like her, I want her number. But then you get a thought in your brain that says, nah, she'll never want you. She's out of your league, you know? Do you think like that? Do you think that that thought is going to serve you? Do you think that thought is a high vibrational thought? Of course it's not. So that's first thing. I want you to be analytical of your thoughts and I want you to replace the negative ones with higher vibrational positive ones that make you feel better about yourself. Big yourself up. I walk through the world and I just tell myself, I'm the fucking man. I'll always pull it off. I'll always win. I can be the exception. I'm the best. I'm good at everything. That's number one. You need to pay attention to this. Number two is your physical actions. Of course, you've got to do physical things every single day that are high vibrational. Go and exercise, get outside, get some sunlight. Don't sit inside all day like a nerd. Go and talk to people, socialize, get in the sauna, cold showers, eat clean, grass-fed meat, organic fruit and veg, take vitamins. Like physically take care of your temple, right? You're doing these two things straight away, massive improvement. That will get you on a higher vibration. The problem that most people run into, and this is a really deep philosophical problem that no one else on the internet will tell you, I've never heard it anywhere else, only me, so pay attention, is ego. So you're here and you want to get to here. The obstacle that's stopping you from just getting there, because all the knowledge is already out here, right? You can come and join my school and have instant access to the knowledge. It's not the knowledge that's necessarily going to save you, it's the process that we take you through in the school down below. We transform you into a high vibrational person. So it makes it very easy to win. You just get everything that you want because you are the correct person. But the problem with people that are not inside of my school, they don't understand the obstacle that's stopping them is their ego. And they don't understand what particular problems that the ego is stopping them from achieving, right? So your ego has a whole layer to it. It's not just an ego. It's all these layers, it's beliefs, it's traumas, it's subconscious, it's like an onion. You just keep stripping away the layers, right? Your ego stops you from getting where you need to be because when we were talking about the torpedo analogy, if you fail at something, you might think, oh, it's bad, it's negative because your ego is hurt. And this is the problem. Ego is literally the enemy in a lot of situations. If you don't know how to harness it and use it correctly, it can be a negative thing. It can be amazing. It can be an amazing superpower, but it can also be a very, very dangerous enemy as well, okay? So you're here, you're trying to get to here, you make a mistake in your business, you analyze it in a positive way, and you allow the ego pain to come in. This is what you need to do. You need to feel the pain that your ego feels when you make a mistake, when you fuck up, when you get rejected by that girl, when you don't get the sales call. You need to feel it, because by feeling the ego pain, you can learn from it, you can analyze it, you can embrace it, you can become a better version of yourself. And when you're a better version of yourself, you raise your vibration. You know more, you perceive the world differently, you perceive yourself differently. This is the problem. So many of you are terrified, and this is why I don't see anyone else in the YouTube space anymore, other than me, still being consistent and killing the game, bro. All the big names falling off, everyone's fallen off, everyone that I started with, all of those guys that were trying to be like Hamza, and everyone was talking about how oversaturated the self-development space was. No one's here now. I had guys that were on like 2K subs when I was on 11 subs, and I was looking at him and thinking, this guy's shit. I'm gonna smoke him, bro. I'm gonna beat him easy. Now look, right? And it's because most of these young men, and all due respect to them, at least they tried, right? But most of them cannot sit with the ego pain that is necessary to get to where they want to go. It takes a lot of breaking down who you think you are and killing off that old version of yourself, learning from it, replacing those mistakes with a positive mindset, going again, and then developing a new version of yourself, crafting a new ego. My ego now, the way I perceive myself now, is completely different to what it was a year ago, hence why I have a different life. Do you understand? So when you fail, when you make a mistake, when you go through bad days, bad times, whatever, you need to analyze these mistakes that you make, these fails that you make. And I know it sounds cliche, learn, every loss is a lesson. It's not just that. It's not just about thinking about it and thinking, well, how can I learn from that? It's about sitting with the pain that you feel in your ego. You can feel it. It makes you feel like less of a man. It makes you feel demotivated for life. That shit, the dangerous shit, the bad shit, the shit that's like, oh, I can't be arsed anymore. I want to give up. The shit that hurts your ego is what you need, because there's no light without dark. This is a law of the universe, the law of polarity, right? There's no light without dark. You want the height, the fame, the money, the success, all the achievements in the positive realm of life. You need to endure and embrace and be willing to go through the negatives too. I had an Instagram reel that I posted 24 hours ago. And in 24 hours, it's got over 20,000 views from one Instagram reel. That's a lot of attention. That's a lot of energy just flowing my way, a lot of money, okay? That video in and of itself, because I strategically planned it, I was talking about the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. And I basically said in this reel, I was sat in my Rolls Royce, drinking a nice bit of champagne. And in the video, I said, if you didn't make any money from the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, then you got finessed. And that's a true statement. If you just sat and watched the Mike Tyson fight, okay, ate your Pringles and just watched it and didn't make any money from it, then you got finessed. Because it was scripted, it was rigged, it's just a business, right? And you're just a consumer. And I sat down, everyone obviously got triggered because no one made money from it because they're all retards, they're all brain dead, and they're all sat there hating on me in my comments, right? All of the hate that they gave me, the negative, right? So the dark of yin and yang, gave me so much light. Because I was willing to endure. I could have just deleted the videos. Oh God, everyone's hating on me, fuck it. I ran it up, I replied to every comment, I increased the engagement through the fucking roof, I triggered the haters even more, I didn't let them get to me. And all that negative energy turned and I keyed into positive energy, and the video popped off, and my channel popped off, and my brand popped off, and my school popped off, and everything went very well. Just from that one reel. And that was literally 24 hours ago. You understand? There's no light without dark. You need to embrace the ego pain, you need to learn from it, and from that ego pain, it removes itself, you go up to the next vibration of life, and then you just need to keep doing that. Every single time you challenge yourself and do something new, of course you're not going to be the best at it. But that's how you grow, is you look and you use the ego pain as a compass, you try and seek it out. Where do I feel like I'm weak at? What am I hiding from? Where are my fears? Where are my traumas? Where are my negative beliefs? Go towards that shit and sit with it. Sit in the darkness, sit in the negativity, feel it all and analyze it. How can I get out of here? How can I remove this from my life, or at least tame it and get it under control? Learn from it, go again. That's how you raise your vibration. It's by going through the negative. It's not about sitting there meditating wishy-washy. Money's just going to fall into my lap. I'm going to win the lottery. Lottery's a scam. Stop falling for this bullshit. You have to do things. You have to go through the negativity, the shit that you don't want to go through, the shit that everyone's scared of because no one's here anymore. It's just me carrying the self-development space. You have to go through the negatives to achieve the positives. Do you understand? You can learn more about the laws of the universe and how to manifest your dream life with the link down below. You can come and join the School of Life for a little over $3 a day. Best money you'll ever spend in your entire life. It's definitely worth more than a coffee. So put that money to good use, and I'll see you there. Take care.